Join us today as we train your eye tracking while exploring variations of the side plank. Hey, welcome back everybody. I'm your show host, Peter Teloniatis, and today we're going to be exploring the side plank. We're going to start off with a modified side plank as a warm-up. Kneel on your right knee and straighten out your left foot. You're going to support your body with your right hand and reach out with your left arm up in the sky. Track your left thumb as you tuck your hand under your torso and follow that thumb as you reach up. We're going to perform this 10 times, so that's 9. We're just getting ourselves warmed up with a little bit of a torso twist here as we get ourselves comfortable with tracking a moving object in this 45-degree angle position. Oftentimes our vestibular system is not conditioned to reach under a bed or rotate from one side to the other, so we're training ourselves to get comfortable with this eye tracking strategy. We're nearly done here. As we transition from this modified side plank, we are going to transition to another side plank modification here. As we lower our pelvis down, you're going to cross your left leg in front of the right one, straighten out the right leg completely, and when you're ready, you're going to lift your pelvis up in the air. We're going to have this position, and we're going to repeat that eye tracking exercise, tracking the thumb as it tucks under your torso and back up. We're repeating this 10 times as well. 3 and 4. If this is very strenuous to your wrist, you can bend your elbow and support yourself on your forearm and the elbow as well. Excellent, everybody. Keep that pelvis raised up. Maintain a normal breathing pattern here as we finish off with these last few repetitions of a set of 10. So now we're going to be going into a normal forearm side plank. You're going to tuck your right elbow under your shoulder. You're going to line up your feet so that they're parallel to each other. You're going to place your left hand on your waist and then raise your pelvis up when you're ready. Try to perfectly align your torso, your neck, and your feet. Hold that for 5 seconds and repeat 5 times. If this is sensitive to the shoulder, what you can do is you can bend your knees behind you, and that will offset some of the pressure to the shoulder. What you're working on here is a muscle called the quadratus lumborum, which is along the side of your torso, and this helps to provide you with side-to-side stability. Okay, let's add a degree of difficulty to this exercise. We're going to have ourselves repeat this again 10 more times while tracking our thumb. Tuck underneath the torso with that left thumb and encourage shoulder blade rolling forward as you encourage a little bit more rotation from the torso as well. You got to keep that pelvis up as you maintain this perfectly aligned position and keep your eyes tracking that thumb. And the speed is variable depending on if you have any dizziness or disequilibrium. You may need to slow down the movement of the eye tracking to allow for a normal focus of the thumb. Okay. So now let's finish off with one final side plank modification on this side, where we bend the right knee, keep the left leg elevated up in the air, support your body with your right elbow and forearm, and place your left hand on your waist. Elevate your pelvis and left foot up in the air, and hold this for a count of 5 seconds. We're going to repeat this 5 times here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. This modification also activates the gluteus medius muscle of the right weight-bearing hip, but in addition of the left leg that's being raised up in the air. And as you complete the last repetition of your 5-second side plank, well done, you've completed half your side plank exercise session. So now we're going to be transitioning to the left side. We're going to want to repeat these movements on the other side there just to kind of balance things up. Start off with your left knee kneeling, right foot straight out, supporting your body with your left hand as well, and reach out with your right thumb. Follow underneath your torso and start with this 45-degree torso position, working on 10 repetitions of an eye tracking exercise while tucking the thumb under your torso here. Good, 5 left and up. Really focus on eye tracking of that thumb, encouraging neck rotation here. This exercise is a wonderful stretch to the inner groin as well as you stretch out the adductors for a good 30 seconds here. Well done, everybody. So we're just finishing up with our last repetition. Now we're going to be transitioning to the other side plank modification, where we cross our right foot in front of the left one, straighten out the left foot, lean on your left elbow and forearm, and you're going to lift your pelvis up. Tuck that right hand and thumb under the torso as you maintain eye tracking, and we're going to repeat this 10 times as well. So you'll notice that these side plank modifications really create a tripod with our bodies, supporting ourselves with our wrist and elbow, our left foot supported, and a right foot as well. So we're creating a little bit of a triangle, which increases our base of support and lessens the balance difficulty here. As we finish off with these last few repetitions of this torso rotation, we're going to modify to a more advanced side plank. Supporting ourselves on our wrist, we're going to line up our feet on top of each other, and we're going to maintain a perfectly aligned torso, holding this position for 5 seconds and completing 5 repetitions. If this advanced side plank is too challenging for you, you could transition back to the forearm side plank as we did on the right side. This places additional stress to your left shoulder, and so it is to be done with caution, as it could also irritate your wrist. So now we will do the same torso rotation as we did with the forearm side plank. We're going to be raising our right arm up in the air, tracking our thumb as it tucks under our torso, and we're going to be repeating this 10 times. This is a much more challenging and advanced movement, and should only be done if somebody has become accustomed to all the other modifications of a side plank that we've demonstrated, and they've given themselves some time to heal. Well done with this advanced side plank. So now again we will target the glute med muscle of the hip, and we will elevate the pelvis, and we're going to first demonstrate this in an advanced side plank position where you are supported on the wrist and where you elevate the top foot. Holding that for 5 seconds, you will really feel the stress on the shoulder, so please be gentle and kind. For those of you, for the majority, who feel like you are not ready for that just yet, you can modify by bending the bottom knee and raising the top foot up, and you could still get quite a good glute med activation with this modification. If your wrist is sore, or if you're finding your shoulder is having too much pressure, you could again modify by lowering yourself down to your forearm and elbow position. And as we all slowly wrap up with this left side plank variation, I'd just like to give you all a huge thank you for sticking with me as we finish off with these last few. If you liked our video, you can subscribe to our channel, and if you leave any comments below, I'll be sure to answer them. Thank you so much.